there's only one battle that you won't win. That's the battle you won't fight. The children of Israel had a promised land, a land promised to them. The 10 spies explored the promised land, saw the giants, and said, "These giants are the reason we shouldn't fight." They got intimidated. Caleb and Joshua saw the same giants, and they said, "These giants are our bread. The more we defeat them, the more strong we will become, not just physically, but spiritually." Because whatever you're facing, Jesus has already defeated it. That's why he told Luke 18:1. He said, "I'm telling you about the widow who persisted with the unjust judge. I'm telling you this parable so you won't lose heart." Did you know the New Testament encourages us to not lose heart? Don't lose heart. It says that 7 times. Why? Because Jesus has already won the battle you're facing. He's already won it. And if you'll just fight, if you just won't give up, you will see that victory manifest. See, he's already shamed the enemy. This is Colossians 2:15 in the Message Bible says, Jesus stripped all the spiritual tyrants in the universe of their sham authority at the cross and marched them naked through the streets. He shamed the devil. That must have been some parade. Trumpets, cheering, fireworks, dancers. Oh, because Jesus won. It's done. It is finished. And the devil knows it. He knows he's defeated. He's been shamed. He knows he has no authority, so he's not going to meet you head on. He knows face to face, when you're in your right mind, in the mind of Christ, and you realize who you are, he hasn't got a chance. So he's going to sneak around. He's going to try to discourage you, intimidate you, and try to immobilize you so you don't fight. Don't lose heart, beloved. Because if you will persist, why do I know that if you will persist, victory is yours? Because Jesus has already won the battle you're facing. The devil is going to try to, this is Daniel 7:25. He said the enemy's going to speak against the Most High, and he's going to try to wear down the saints. That's you and me. Like Paul and Silas, they get thrown in jail, Philippian jail. Do they get stuck in self-pity and discouragement? No. There's DNA inside of you and me, just like Paul and Silas. There's some kind of DNA in us that's a fighter. And they began, how did they fight? They began to celebrate the victory before it manifests in this dimension. Because in every circumstance, beloved, you win. Just don't give up. Why? Because Jesus has already defeated the foe you're facing. Boom! That's real. That's why Paul wrote 2 Corinthians 2:14, "Thanks be to God who always leads us in his triumph in Christ." Always. That's a big word. Yeah, right there, triumph, right where you are. You are triumphant. And I want to encourage you to encourage yourself. Begin to stir up encouragement in your own heart. How? By celebrating. Celebrate the victory before it manifests. Before it explodes into your circumstances, begin to celebrate it, just like Paul and Silas. See, you need celebration like a bodybuilder needs steroids. It's going to strengthen your heart. It's going to, like Hans and Franz, it will pump you up. It'll strengthen your heart. And it'll give you courage to face down this enemy and not let him wear you down. So even now, what if you turn your eyes to Jesus? Look at that crown on his head. Look at that scepter in his hand. Begin to brag about his victory. Begin to brag about his status in the universe. King of kings, Lord of lords. Every enemy has to bow before this king and boast in him. Let your heart get really, really encouraged, beloved. Come on. Do it. Do it.